Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go again. Amano Shrimp, what's happening, my brother? How are you? Or sister, how are you? How are you? Good to see you. I can't believe you're first. You're first up in here. That's cool, that's cool. I already sent it. So that's what I don't understand. Hold on. Yeah, see, it's live. Schedule your stream ahead of time. Let your community know. Did it. Viewers 3. La 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 la. Edit title to promote. Oh, you won't let me promote it, huh? Hold on. Nope. Can't promote nothing. More actions. Oh, delete forever? No. Alright, well. That ain't helped me none. Smiley Aquatics Pumpkin King, what up? What's happening, y'all? Sorry, I'm coming to you a little late. But we just got back from the park. Well, the lake. Took Luke to a new park. A state park. And went and did a little fishing and hung out. We've never been to this place before, so I wanted to check it out. You know, and it's really, really nice. Real big lake. I did some fishing, didn't even get close to a bite, but as we were getting ready to leave, the fish were coming to the top, nailing, looking for stuff to eat. So, right. So I'm gonna get rid of this now. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Scared these guys a little bit. Surprising, they usually don't scare very easy. Let's get this up here and I can leave them alone. See if we can get some DancingMan in here. Scared. go, my lord. A little far. Look at that. See about right there? Yeah? Would you concur? No? There we go. There we go. So, how is everyone doing? How are we today? Pumpkin King, Amano. How are we? I got something to show you guys. You guys are going to be so shocked. All right, so I know you guys are so interested. It's been quite a while. You guys might even think of pulling your leg, but to show you all, Leah Jet, welcome, welcome. Leah, did you get that? Did you get that number I sent you, Leah, off of the receipt that they gave me for the mail I sent you? That number? That it's oh, drools over Cardinals. Yes. All right. So we had a couple big orders come in today. One, we had the new bottles of GH Plus Remineralizers show up. So all the brand new bottles are here of that. Also, the bottles of CB1 Neutrifying Bacteria. So all of our products are now in. But we're still missing a product that we haven't had for months. Can anyone guess what that is? Well, without further ado, I'll just tell you that it finally came in after over 2 months. It has actually left Germany. It has gone through the Netherlands to the United States. Let me see where else this sucker went. Looks like some Arabic writing on here. Plant protection, quarantine, and storage. I don't know. I can't read that stuff. But Germany through the Netherlands. I have proof of its arrival. It has journeyed far like the Tibetan monks. It has finally made it. It has come across worlds to be with us. And finally, it is here. Can we say Indian almond leaves? straight from my favorite country, Germany. They are finally here. Both orders are in one box, so they didn't have to pay because Germany supposedly cannot ship to the United States anymore. So since I am a customer, there's regularly, they said that they would pay the extra and send it through the Netherlands, to get it to the United States. So now, without further ado, Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics has their Indian almond leaves for sale. So, look at that box. I thought that I was SOL on all that money that I spent. But my German brethren came through and took care of it like they said. Hey, I'd be messaging them going, hey, y'all forgot about? No, we don't forget about, what do they say? We don't forget, I don't know, people we like or something. I don't know, something like that, along the lines of I'm someone that they like, and I don't know, like friendship or something. I don't know. So, anyways, the Luke's Toys and Stuff. What? Dearborn, Michigan, LOL. Oh. Ha 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 ha. A great score, especially for those wanting to breed some of the tougher Indian species of fish. Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics, freshwater pea puffers, and mud skippers automatically come to mind. Yes. Cup slit lids came in too. Yes, the cup slit lids came in too. Oh yeah, that was the other one. Hold on. I showed you these yesterday, but if you weren't here, I will show them to you again. We actually just sent some stuff out today in them. But these little cups, they're super cool. My wife got these too. She got me, I don't know, 1,000 of them or something. But the lids come on and they snap. They're real tight. I mean, they're real tight. But they click, and she already tried to shake liquid out of it, and it wouldn't. So, like, I sent an order out today. Get this, the for hot sauce bacteria. Yup. For hot shots. Yeah, hot shot bacteria. Yeah. So now, if you want the CB1 Nutrifying Bacteria, you can actually buy it in a 20 milliliter shot for your 10-gallon tank that you're setting up, that you're getting ready to set up for your Caridina shrimp. So now, instead of paying all the money and buying one of these, you can just buy one of these. So we'll do it that way. So it's, because a whole bottle of this, I actually am able to get this cheaper now. Because here's the second case now of these products that I brought in. Because I promised them that I'd push them, to get the price down for the consumer, But he sells it at a certain price, but I needed it cheaper for everybody. So now, yes, you can buy it. You can buy it by the little shot for 10 gallons. I just have to figure out what it's gonna come to for that. 520. Yeah, so we'll just gotta come up with a price, and then we'll be up and running on that. But instead of buying a whole bottle, if you're gonna do a tank here and there, and let's say you wanna, God darn it, let's say you wanna save your money and spend it on shrimp or something else, you know, you can just order a little shot in your purchase, you know, but you probably want to get the shot before you get the shrimp. So look at that snail blowing through that rabbit snail, blowing through that sand. Those are the snails that you want to keep with Sulawesi shrimp, rabbit snails, because they come from the same place. Freshwater shrimp are basically food for the fish I am interested in, as a lot of them feed on clam, snails, and shrimp. Sorry, at Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics, freshwater shrimp are basically food for the fish. Oh, for your fish, Chewy? Hey, I'm not gonna hold it against you. Do what you gotta do, brother. A great score, especially I wanted to breed some of the tougher Indian species of fish. Yeah, hey, if you feed shrimp to your fish, hey, that's who am I to say something, dude? I mean, I'm not gonna point fingers and say you're a bad person. It's called the circle of life, right? Right? I mean, fish eat, everything eats, right? So I'm nobody, believe me. I'm nobody to say you're wrong for something that you do. Just understand that I'm not that person. I just like having you here. That's all. But yeah, this tank is really good. I just did a water change yesterday. Now the TDS was kind of high. I keep it at a 180. I do the KH at 8.2, or wait. Yeah, I do the KH till it's 8.2. And then I remineralize with Sulawesi shrimp salt till it's 180. So I'm getting the right amounts of because you know I don't buy the Sulawesi salt that I put in there doesn't get it high enough on the KH end, so I add extra in there, and they love it. But this tank, I did the initial 5 were sent to me in the first. I don't know, 5 were sent in toward the end of winter, and one showed up dead. The other 4 were laying on their sides, if you guys remember. So I hurried up and got them warmed up, and they kind of came to. And Sulawesi do not like the cold, so I put them in the tank, and I seen 2 more die, and I don't know what happened to the other 2. So then I got 16. 16, and one of them died. So I had 15. And then I got 50, and none of them died. And so they're all in here. It was just, you know, they weren't shipped properly when it was cold, and it put a butt whooping on them. But the parcel was processed in Florida on July 30th. That's the last info reported. So it's in Canada somewhere. Well, okay. But isn't that funny? I hear music. I'm a half hour from the Canadian border if I drive, but it had to go all the way through Florida. Isn't that funny? But yeah, okay. Well, hey, at least you got that. At least you got the number now so we can track it. I had it pinned up on the big board, on the big order board. I was like, I know I got it. I just saw it the other day, and I went, down here last night. It was clipped up there. So I told my wife I needed to get it for you. I was like, look, she paid. I got to get her tracking. So, but I'm glad that at least now you can see where it's at. Rabbit snails are hogging the camera, huh? Yeah, so this tank has evolved really good. That's only like the second, yeah, maybe the third water change that I've given it. But I didn't want to water change it too fast, because I wanted it to get real heavy. And the thing is, um, when I first started this tank, I left lights on, a light on it for, geez, I don't know, maybe a week. And then I had the fish tank lights, and they were growing it better. But then when I put these 5,000 lumen lights up there, oh yeah, it gives this tank everything it needs. So I don't put any extra. These guys eat all day. They're super healthy. We're just super excited waiting for the minute they breed, because that's our biggest thing here. That's our biggest goal, is these are already homebred shrimp. So that's what I get, our homebred Sulawesi cardinals. Now I want to breed them. So that's what we're working really hard at right now. That's why I leave the tank alone. I don't mess with it. Just I do what needs to be done when it needs to be done, and that's about it. Other than that, I don't do anything different, because I don't want to I don't want to alter the tank any and make it any different than what it should be. There we go. That'll work for now. It has to do with connecting flights. Airline companies are having big issues nowadays. Oh yeah. Yeah, I totally understand that. I mean, I just think it's funny that it's going from Michigan all the way to Florida, then it's going to come all the way up into Canada, up into British Columbia. I guess it's no big deal because it's not, a really heavy box. Literally, it's a very light box, but still, it has to go on an enormous, uh, you know, trip or whatever you want to call it, but it's got to go on this long excursion just to get to its destination. Like I said, good thing I didn't send shrimp. Holy hell. I'd have to take them up to the border. Benny's Aquatics, what's happening? Breed them, I buy. Oh, you'll buy them if I breed them? Hey, that's what I'm pushing hard for. I got everything they need in here. I even got them to where they're eating shrimp food. That's why if you could see, there's one left right there in the middle. Over to the left, there's a Neocaridina in there. Because when I read about it, it said to leave some Neocaridinas in there so it'll show them, how to eat foods other than just the algae. So, yeah, oh man, I put quite a few different types of shrimp food in here, and they go nuts over it. So, works really good. Like I said, they're not. Today was the first time I ever see them really back up. Maybe because I walked up on it kind of fast or something, but you know, I don't really, you know, see them to be super skittish. And what they did is they just kind of walked backwards. They didn't like, you know, shoot out and go hide or anything like that. So, but yeah, so I did the water at 150 instead of 180 because it was over 200 when I went and did the water change. So I figured a little less would be just fine. But I mean, they just love it. They do so good, and uh, I'm just really happy because I never had them before, and it's kind of like a saltwater tank. I was unsure, you know, because they say, oh, they need this and they need this. And well, the wild ones, from what I gather, do, but these homebred ones do not. So, but look at that one right there with all them spots. Boy, is that one pretty. But yeah, I just thought these were so intriguing because, I mean, I could literally sit, I mean, and watch them for, you know, a long time and not get bored with them. I mean, the spots are just beautiful. But the white feet, yeah, the socks is what gets me. And then if you notice, the legs actually go out way further than a Neocaridina or a Caridina. It's like they have like three more pieces that they can really reach out. I mean, they go so far out looking for food. Uh, it's just it's incredible, um, their ability and for being so small. Oops. And it's weird if you look at his spots, he like lights up. His like spots like light up as he turns like they're little light bulbs. But yeah, look at how, I mean, the legs are just ridiculously long. Uh, I've seen him reach so far down, I just couldn't believe how I didn't know that they were jointed like that to where they could stretch out so far. What are you doing, Stella Bella? Huh? So custom flights work as well. We only have 3 customs places in Canada. At airports, they shut down Calgary from that responsibility. Uh, a year after I left to go to Vancouver, I think it was in '82. Yeah, well, Chewy, it's a good, like I said, it's a good thing I didn't send anything that was alive. Holy heck. I don't know. I mean, there's got to be a shorter route. I mean, I just can't send it from Detroit. That's like today I took a package in and the customer lives in Michigan. In Michigan. On the west side, but in Michigan. Today is Wednesday. They said it'll be there on Monday. It's the same state. So 5 days, gonna take 5 days. You know, I mean, it's only 7 shrimp, but still. Boy, that's a big snail. Boy, they're both coming around. Those Sulawesi are the rabbit snails. I mean, they love that sand. They just burrow, burrow, burrow. And that's just sand from the pet store, from the fish store. Probably just your basic black. It's nothing special, nothing major. No expensive brand to it. They're sending to Vancouver right now. No flights out of New York or Detroit because of the virus. So I'm not shocked. Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, that's what I'm saying. Look at my Leafs. I ordered June. Let me see. It's funny they wrote it down as aquarium accessories. Oh, but at the top they wrote Katapa Leaf. They had my phone number on here. Post. Oh, this must be when it hit the Netherlands already, because it was June 26th. Yeah. When they stamped this sucker. I think it was the 6th or something. It was real early. So yeah, it took all of June, all of July. And I have a signature. Yeah, nothing. Oh well. But yeah, it's like June 6th. So now I sent them a message asking them if they'll be able to if shipping is totally done. But have lived in Toronto, Calgary, and for a while Los Angeles. You live in British Columbia, Canada. Oh, all right. Yeah, I asked them if they were gonna be able to. I mean, if this was a thing that's gonna be shut down forever, or if they're gonna be able to ship it. Oh, it went through India. Yeah, that's what this. I told you it was like Arabic writing. Government of India. J. Michael Raja, Plant Protection Officer. 120. They got the date way off. They need to update it. It's I don't know what the heck that thing's stamped. 2016, but yeah, this doesn't say 45 PP bags as ad by post parcel India, Frankfurt. Yeah, but this is what you get with it. Indian. It's crazy. But, yep. And then, of course, they send in a plastic bag so you know what they sell. And this doesn't get damaged because they surely don't want you not to be able to order again. They put their order form in a plastic bag. So I'm just glad it's here because now I can offer them on the website and send them out to everybody. So, I mean, I've been talking about it for so long. It actually kind of was starting to turn into a joke and a nightmare, actually, because I didn't think I was ever going to get them. And I just didn't know what the heck to do. Because I messaged them like 3-4 times, told them that I just take the money back. Don't worry about it. No, they wouldn't. They didn't want to hear none of that. They wanted to keep me a happy customer, I guess, and that they did. I'll always shop with them. See that Neo back there? That's one of my Infernos. Oh, and I think it's going to be 10 leaves for $7. So, oh, Tim Gazzetti, wait, what's happening? Gnarly Fish Tanks, what is going on? How are you guys? We are closer than you think. I am in the west. Contenias, and Leah Jet. My mom's family is from Cranbrook. That don't tell me shit. I don't know nothing about that. We in the same hood. She said, oh shit balls. So that's I believe what I'm gonna do is for here's I'm probably gonna I don't know. Maybe cut the leaves in half. Instead of putting a whole and then boil them first, because I'll tell you right now, having them tanks, wow, look at all them babies still swimming around. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Having all those tanks full of that, the dark water from the Indian almond leaves, that's a headache. I think it looks good, but it just makes it so hard to, video and all that stuff. So I'm going to have to, boil them first. Sorry, I lost track of what I was saying. See how easy it is for me just to fade off? Yeah, I'm going to have to boil them first. Because I don't mind it when they do that, but, just it gets to be a lot sometimes. So I think this time around, I'm going to, like I say, cut the Well, also because you see, I have to order lots and lots of leaves anyways, because I mean, let's just say 50 tanks, there's 50 leaves right there, so I mean, 100 pack doesn't last, you know, any amount of time. But I haven't I haven't had leaves in my tank in forever. I mean, I'm pulling out still, well, since I redid them all, but I was still pulling out the remnants of, you know, old decayed leaves, due to the fact that I didn't take them out because, I wanted to leave them in there as long as I could, and it was just the veins from the leaves themselves. So, uh, it's now I'll be able to put them in, and which again will be able to start another. It'll enable them to start being able to have more biofilm to eat, due to the fact that as the leaf breaks down, it provides that. So I'm really excited. Actually, when I get off this stream, I'm going to go upstairs and start cutting up leaves and getting them boiled up and get them down here. So the tannin acid, yeah. I know it's great. I mean, it makes it heals any like I don't know, anything that's in the tank that's bothering the shrimp. It helps, but it's just I don't know. Do I want to tan in all my tanks up again? I mean, they're all really clear, and I guess if I cut the leaves in half, it won't matter as much, because it won't be so bad. So that's what I'll do. I'll just cut them all in half. Then that way, 50 leaves well, actually, 25 leaves will do all my tanks. Except the real big one back here, I'll put a whole one in that. So, now I can put them upstairs in those tanks also. Can't believe I missed all those shrimp this past week trying to catch up on videos. I know, right? Where you been? You leading a regular life or something, dude? Do you have an everyday job like a normal person? Come on, Tim. Jeez, oh Pete's. Oh, hey, oh. Ow, 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 ow. Oof. Man, I don't know. I did something to my wrist, swelled it up. I forgot. I got a couple tanks. I got to feed. Yes, sir. A couple tanks I got to feed. What? If they'll eat. I don't know if they'll eat. I keep forgetting I got all these babies. Oops. Didn't want to do that. All right, well, that'll be enough for now. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, this one. Oh, no. What the hell? Dropped the chain in the shrimp tank. I don't know if it's metal though. Let me see. I'll let you know. Oh yeah, it's metal. I'll get it with my trusty magnet. Nice. All right. All right, what do we LOL. Didn't you win the shrimp raffle a few weeks ago? No. No, Leah won the raffle for the net. She wanted one of those expensive nets. And she won it. He is the one to blame for me spending my life studying fish. At Leah Jet. LOL. Let me change this. Maybe we can. Oh, there we go. I thought there was more. Hold on. Wait a minute. Haha, gotcha. All right, let me put this over here. I want you guys to see these guys. I was hoping that they'd finally come out after all this time. All right, so, oh, great. Really? It's going to be that bad? Hopefully not. All right, well, it's going to be a little worse than what I thought it was going to be. All right, here's the thing. These are orange-eyed culls, meaning, which I'm sure you guys can figure it out. Hold on. Meaning they are called shrimp out of whatever tank. So Yellow King, or Orange-Eyed Yellow King Kongs, you name it. These shrimp, you know, I'm sorry the clear ones look clear, but you know they're not. Some are orange with red stripes. Some are like a red, really nice red. Clear with black stripes, so they kind of look like a crystal bee. You know, black crystal bee. You know, so You have the black crystals. You have the red crystals, which are kind of like Santa Claus, but then you get the full red without the white hat. Which I believe that these are the black crystal bees, but there's all sorts of a mix in here. So these are another shrimp that I'm offering here too. What is that? Because they're orange eye and they could be used for many projects. I use an orange eye up here. That's what I'm saying on my tiger thing. And I just took pictures of it last night, or was it today? I was so excited, but I forgot to send them to Dan, Mr. Slee, because he wanted to see. But my the F2s have the orange eyes. Maybe not all, but all I needed to do was see one. Detroit shrimp. How long would you wait before adding shrimp to a newly dirted fluval stratum tank for Caridina? If you're not using stuff like my bacteria, quite a while. I mean, I sell it in shots now. I got the cups. My wife, they finally came in. These were on back order for so long so I could sell the shots. But if it's a 10-gallon, 10 gallons take 20 milliliters. So whatever your tank takes, and this will speed it up. But if you use this live bacteria anyways, I'm just going to let you know that on using Fluval, if I use my bacteria, I've done it as fast as 4 days. Leave the lights on for 24 hours a day. You should go. Me, sometimes I have to push it, because I'm bringing new specimens in, to get them breeding for the business. But, I 4 to 5 days. But to get full, if you want the full amount in your tank, meaning bacteria, algae, biofilm, all that. They say, it even says on the package, 2 weeks. Well, it doesn't say on this, but the paperwork that he was supposed to send me that I can send out with it everywhere, but it's 2 weeks. Yeah, so it's 1 milliliter per gallon unless you're trying to do a brand new tank, then you double it. So it's 20 milliliters. You dump it right into a tank. And you just leave the lights on for 2 weeks max. But I do it, like I said, I do it a week, and I don't have no issues at all. But that's me. I'm just saying that it's they say for best results, wait 2 weeks, so the tank is really, it's optimum. But like this one's just what? I mean, this big tank is, I put a little extra in there, but that's what, 30, 35. So I treated it as it was 40. So 80 milliliters, 20 per 10, or wait, 60 milliliters. Yeah, 60 milliliters. And the front glass is already covered with algae. And you guys see me when I got the new tank. So, I mean, I already have orange-eyed blonde tigers in there. Just loving life, but I put them in there to start pooping everywhere and stuff. I just figure with all the bacteria, but I mean, I have a bunch of dirty sponges in there. Well, I only have 2 now, but now I have plants, moss. I have wood out of tanks that were covered with bacteria and algae, but still. If you don't have a live bacteria, 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks. And I'm not saying, hey, you don't ever have to buy bacteria. I'm not saying that to get you to buy bacteria. I'm just saying if you're just gonna fill up a tank with, you know, remineralized water, and you're gonna put a light on it, uh, yeah, you're gonna want to wait, 2 months. It takes a long time. Now you don't have to run it. You don't have to run a light 24/7 on it. I mean, if you're going to wait 2 months, just treat it as it's a regular fish tank or a regular shrimp tank. Turn the light on when you would normally turn it on to look at your shrimp. Turn it off when go to bed. Just run it normal. But it's 2 months at least. Oh, dude, Caridina's walking apart. Oh, it's just so easy. I'm getting ready to do a versus. It's just when I'm thinking of doing it, it's not that something comes up, but it's something I want to do. Like I took Luke to the state park today. I've never been to this one, and it's got a massive lake. And we got the Shimano reels and whopper ploppers, and I want to see him catch a really big fish, but I want to get him out of the house. So we went there, and then I took him down to the beach, and he went swimming, and so I was gonna do it today, but I want to do a Caridina versus Neocaridina to show everyone that there's a very slim difference. When it comes to the two types of shrimp. I mean, I can go over it really fast now before I do the video, but for one, the substrate, and if you use a fluval stratum, the plant, if it puts out ammonia, I don't know because I check it at a week. There is no ammonia. So if it puts out any sort of ammonia spike within the first week with the bacteria in it, I wouldn't know because, uh, a week has passed. And if there is ammonia, it's so small it's not even registering on my liquid test. Um, Plants. Mosses are okay. They seem to I seem to be able to grow really, I could grow like Siswasitan. They say that it's best in soft water, and it could be. I grow it in both tanks, but I mean, I've grown it in hard water and it's grown really good. But I've grown it, you grow it in soft water and it grows really, really good, so I do have it 3 hard water tanks here that I want to take out and just put moss in. Moss will grow in either tank. Is there a preference? No, I mean, if you guys saw, the mosses I've been tearing down, I mean, you have to figure I'm pulling out probably, no kidding, a half a pound of moss per tank to, a little more than that. There's so much moss that grows in the tanks. So it doesn't come down to at least the mosses that I have, the Christmas moss and a couple others that I have. It doesn't seem to have an issue with that. I grow my hookerus. I have the hooker moss in quite a few tanks because I grow it to sell it. Because it's such an incredible moss. I propagate it and I do sell that. I sell it in the front. So I sell 15 pieces for $20 when I'm pretty cheap because a lot of places are 30, for 10 pieces. So um uh then water conditions, okay, yeah, you have to have soft water, hard water. So they say it's best to stick with what your the type of water you have, well, I mean, that's true, and everything like that. But I mean, if you really think about it, it kind of gets boring because it's like somebody telling you you can have fish, but don't get the mean ones. So, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, it keeps you from advancing and getting something that you'll probably really fall in love with and like a lot. So yeah, filters same, water flow same. Decent water flow. I have a tendency to like, a good, if I can see like the water column, stuff in the water column moving around, then that makes me happy. I don't like it if it's just sitting still. Because if I feed a powdered food or something or bacteria or something, I put it on top, that helps spread it throughout the tank. Because it's not always that I mix a drink up, and then pour it in every tank. So I like that to be part of the tank. I like that slight flow. It's good for the moss. It's good for the shrimp, to swim in a flow. They seem to like it. And then substrates, I try to stay on the Caridina. I try to stay with, Fluval's pretty small. So Fluval and the other one that I use, the black humate, they seem to be pretty small granules, which is good for, the smaller babies, because I don't know who said it but I've read, because I read a lot to find out if there's better ways, if there's bad ways, if there's this ways, if there's that ways. But there's, they say that if you have extreme blue bolt babies, that you won't do so well with survival. If you have a large substrate that they can like go down into, and I don't know. Like they're trying to say they're weaker or something. So taking that all into consideration, Fluval, when I looked at it, it's a pretty tight, good sized pellet, and the other one that I use, and then that's also another reason why I switched to sand with the Neocaridina. For one, it holds less dirt and poop and detritus and worms and you name it. The sand it keeps everything on top. So if like I feed and they don't eat it for some reason, I can go in there and just vacuum it out real fast. And what am I going to lose? A couple granules of sand. And then water parameters, it just comes down to like, I was keeping my Neos on my tap water. I still do, but I was literally putting it right in out of the tap. When I don't do that now, I actually give them the wastewater that comes out the back end of my RO unit, due to the fact that all the water goes through filters, right? So all your water coming through the tap goes through the filters. And then one line, once everything's removed, one line goes over to the RO, and then everything that it's taken out of the water goes into the waste. So you have one filter that takes out all the bad stuff, the chemicals. And then you have a hose that's pure, and then you have a hose that's minerals. So as much as Neocaridina love minerals, I just give them the wastewater. And if for some reason it was too high, all you have to do is dilute it a little bit with tap water, because my tap water is 98 to 102, but the GH is 6. So it's not very high, but the shrimp do great in it. Now, the Caridina It's up to you if you decide to go that route. I'm just watching this little itty bitty shrimp that was just kicked from someone swimming through the water column. But anyways, so it's up to you. To over time, the funnest part is going to be setting your water parameters due to the fact that, so many people, people say, I keep my shrimp here, keep your shrimp here, keep your shrimp here, or they give you this big window to look out of, and that don't tell you nothing. So that's why I tell everybody, well, look, I'm putting all my shrimp around 150, 150, 150. So when I do a water change, it's 150. When I fill up from evaporation, it's pure RO, but it's always 150. Well, I used to do the 110, 120, and it was okay. And then I started noticing as like, if I decided not to do a water change, or as like TDSs would go up, I started to notice that the females were getting pregnant, and they were rebounding way faster, getting re-pregnant again at a larger TDS. But when you think about it, and I try to tell people, hey, look, the thing is, I live in Michigan. You might live in Timbuktu or wherever, but our water's different. Everything is different. It doesn't matter. I use a certain RO machine. You might use a different one. My filters clean it a certain way. Your filters may clean it another way. So more or less what I'm saying is start off at a number, let's say 130 or wherever you get your shrimp from. If you get them from me, great. I'll give you all the information. I don't keep none of that. And then you can go from there. You can go, the blue bolts are getting really dark. I wonder if I took it to 160 or 170, what it would do. So that's all you do. The next water change, go to 155, then to 160, then to 165, and just see, over time, over a span. This isn't something that you do just overnight. So if you're talking about worried about, getting into it, it's nothing to worry about. The worry is how much fun you're going to have, because it's not just sticking Neocaridina in a tank going, ooh, look, I have shrimp. You can actually play mad scientist on, ooh, how can I get their color to get better by not feeding them color enhancing foods, but where actually are they comfortable at that people aren't saying or that I don't know of? So that's what makes things, it takes it to a whole nother level of care, because it's, like I say, you just don't throw it in a tank and go, ooh, wow, that's pretty. You do, but you're like, I raised the TDS up this week, or when I went to do a test to see if it was water change time, I do 150. Well, guess what? It was 157 or 160. Well, okay, I know it's water change time, but if I put it in at 155 now, because I see the blue bolts are getting darker, yeah, it's a higher TDS, but it's clean water. So I take out dirty water, I put in clean water, but at a higher TDS, and you go slow, you drip it in, maybe, let's say 5 drips a second, 4 drips a second. It don't have to go slow, but you just don't want it fast. You don't want to hose it in with a fat hose, with airline tubing, and then one of the valves that controls the air, just have that on the end. And next thing you know, you're doing that, then doing that, and then doing, and then you're in the position that where we're trying to get here at Detroit Shrimp is getting our shrimp to a place to where, what we're looking to find out. Because I'm looking to find out information that no one's telling you, or they're telling you, but I've never heard it. So, But the thing is I don't know everybody that, has all the answers. So I don't know those people, so I have to find out myself. So that's what we're trying to do here. So if I try a product out and it sucks, guess what? I'm not going to tell you to get it. Guess what? I've been getting leaves from Germany. This person messaged me the other day and said, yeah, hey, I'd like to order some leaves. Who do you get or some shrimp? Oh, but who do you get your leaves from? Well, I can't give out that information. It's like why do you want to know where I get my leaves from? Can't steal my connect. But, it's like I sell stuff that I know that is super healthy and really good. And like I say, over 2 months I'm waiting for a product that I know is really good, so. But that's about it. I mean, I could sit here and tell 50 things, drag on and just talk and talk and talk. Everyone knows I could talk. It's not a secret. But the biggest things are substrate, your water parameters, water condition, and kind of like knowing what you could put it in, moss, plants, blah, blah, blah. What will survive well, what will do well in those parameters. But always remember, no matter what, no shrimp is different than another shrimp. They all need good tank husbandry. And it doesn't have to be husbandry. It can be maintenance. Tank maintenance is a must. And it doesn't mean that you have to vacuum out your substrate. It doesn't mean this or that. It means don't overfeed because you're going to kill your shrimp. Guaranteed you overfeed, you're going to be messaging me going, dude, I'm losing a shrimp every day. What's going on? Yeah. You're going to create bacterial infections. Their heads are going to be turning red and pink. You're not going to be knowing why. They're going to be just falling out. You're going to have a great tank. All of a sudden, they're just dying. They take an ammonia test. You're going to be like, what the? I'm telling you, it's an addiction to not feed them. I mean, it's an addiction to feed them because you love how they go and they just eat, right? Well, that's the hardest part. It's like stop smoking. I don't know if you ever smoke, but not smoking is hard. So when you go to feed one tank, let's say, I go to feed a tank, then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. This tank has little EB babies in it. So let me put some over here. Oh, well, this tank over here, they're really hungry. So let me put some in here. And then let me put, and it's like, I shouldn't be feeding it all because it's not feeding day. So I've caught myself do it a million times. I mean, my tanks used to have so many snails, it was disgusting. I mean, when you have more snails, when your snails outproduce your shrimp 10-1, there's a problem. You might as well take out the shrimp and just have a snail colony. Have people come over and go, hey, how do you like my tank of snails? They're going to be like, hey, all we see is snails. Well, yeah, that's what I keep. Aren't they beautiful? So I don't know how many times I've looked at my tanks and go, what are you doing? Stop, just stop. And it took a minute, and cleaning out the tanks and sucking out all the gravel and putting sand in, it makes it to where I, won't do it because I'll see it, it'll sit there, and all sorts of crap like that. But yeah, it's not easy. So no matter what, tank maintenance should always be number one. Other than that, that's the hardest thing. That's the difference between Caridina and Neocaridina. Tank maintenance. It stays the same. Clean them. And then just put in some substrate that knocks the pH down. Remineralize your water. and pick the right plants. That's it. More or less, that's it. I mean, like I say, down the road, you'll figure, you'll do other stuff, but that's it. Super simple. It's like keeping guppies. Well, let's not say that because most guppies are sick and they show up dead and they're nasty and full of worms, and unless you get them from a good breeder. And that's what I want to do is just take that long, boring spew I just gave you and kind of put it something that's not boring on a versus, Caridina versus Neocaridina. Because it's that simple. There is no difference, really. I mean, I was afraid. Hey, there's a bigger difference with Sulawesi shrimp because they take harder water. They got to be up there. You take KH, GH, and they have to have heat. So, that's why I only have one tank of them. But, but another shrimp, super simple. Super simple. It's a joke how easy they are. But when you go to water change them, you got to make separate water. It's all got to be done this way. Blah, blah, blah. But is it hard? No. But it scared the crap out of me. I was like, oh, they'll die. And they never did. So, super good. Super good. But yeah, don't mean to stretch out my answers so long, but it's just the only way I can really explain how simple it is. And then floating plants are really good. I have Pearlweed. They love Pearlweed. They love this. They love duckweed. Here, let me give you guys a cool shot. Since you can't see these guys very good, that's sad too because they're so beautiful. They're just with the clear. I don't know. It's upsetting that they don't show very good. So we'll go over to a real busy tank over here. I'm getting crouched down. Ow! Crouched down a little bit. Not enough. Too much. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Really? Man, just horrible. See if we can see what all these guys is doing. What's going on? Hey, yo, Jimmy. They're back. They're watching us again. Tell Frankie the snail to move. He's in my way. It's just sad that camera can't see out there to the center. All right, how about we do this? Shabam bam. Ah, it's so close! It's burning my eyes! Help me! Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I don't know. So I think something's really wrong with this camera. This camera, I don't know. I think I dropped it too many times. Too bad I bought it used or I'd return it. I just think it sucks now. All right, we'll try that for a little bit. Catfish Terry, what's happening? What's going on? Oh, hour and 20 minutes. Well, let me see. Thanks. Oh, the shrimp this past week trying to catch up on the videos. Alrighty. Really? We only have 5 viewers? Is that true? Boy. It's a pretty dead Wednesday or so. I'd probably call it a night. I can't see nothing over here on YouTube anymore. I don't even know if it stinking works over here anymore. It doesn't say that my show's up. Oh, because I think I have to go back to putting the stream over here. I don't know. I'm just tired. It's just crazy what it does. What's happening, Catfish Terry? What's going on? Do we really only have 5 viewers? Is it down to 5 viewers? Are we that dead? Are we that dead? It's okay. Hey, I'm here because I enjoy it. I'm here because I enjoy it. I enjoy the company. There, reset that. Well, shoot, now it says 4 and I can't even get anybody to answer my question. Okay, well, I think we're going to call it a night. Why does it look like I have a... Oh, how in the heck? I'm telling you, something's going on. Somebody's playing games with me. How's an orange really get in my tank? How does an orange really get in my tank? I don't know. But he's got to go. I gotta get some of my food there. But okay, everyone, we're gonna call it a night. Like I said, I don't even think anyone's here. So, all right, everybody, have a good night. Thanks for showing up. Thanks to my moderator, Leah Jett. What did I say? Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday. We will be back, hopefully at 8 p.m. So keep an eye out. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for showing up. Had a great time as usual. So while you're out there, stay safe, stay shrimpy, and see you later.